All right, we got to do a prime time spotlight. We're doing something new. We know you guys want to bet Sunday night football, Monday night football. They're island games, they're catnip for gamblers. They call out to us. Starting this week, we're putting a little spotlight on those games, even if they don't fit into our content as official plays, because you want to bet them, we want to help you. We're going to kick this thing off with Thursday night football, 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Amazon Prime. Somebody wake up Al Michaels. Our beloved Rams are on. Here's what's interesting. You know, you and I Sunday night, ending the month of September, had a conversation about the teams that we think might be the best in the NFL. And I said Eagles and you said Rams. And what's interesting to me is in the last 48 hours, I've gone through, I like to go through all the stats. I look at Pro Football Focus. I look at Next Gen Stats. The Rams' underlying metrics actually do have them as the best team in the NFL, better than the Eagles. Kudos to you, Simon, for being a professional bettor who got it right in the moment on Sunday night.
Yeah, and not that the numbers mean nothing, right? It's some teams that certain matchups and who they played against and everything like that matters early in the season. So for me, it was just looking at who they played and how they played and what I've seen from their defense and obviously from Stafford, where I was just so worried about his back, right? Anyone that misses a month of summer camp, and it turns out it was the right move, right? Maybe he re-aggravated it, and they just wanted to rest, get it right, and he came back at the exact right time. He's looked great through 4 weeks, and like we said last week, he had a couple, 4 or 5 drives where they just went 3 and out. They had no rhythm. That's kind of what Stafford can be like, right? He is a guy that needs to get in rhythm. You've seen the best sometimes for him is their 2-minute drill when he's just dropping back, passing. They're not thinking. He's just in the flow state. So I love this team. That was a miss on us by Sunday night. This was -3 Sunday night. And I did look at it, and my whole thought
Let me just set it up here for a second. The Niners are visiting the Rams. It opened at 3. It went to 3.5. Injury news around Brock Purdy and potentially Mac Jones has moved this to 5.5. So I apologize, but continue.
And we knew that Purdy might have been banged up from that game, where like he had a bunch of stuff that just didn't look right. He wasn't moving great, and if they make the decision to go with Mac Jones, how can you not love the Rams here? This would be a horrible spot to put Mac Jones in, and against a Rams team that I feel like they understand that this is a big deal. This is the team that they're going to probably most likely face at the top divisionally. And you need to get them while you can, right? The 49ers have had some of them and the Ravens are the two by far worst injury luck teams. I guess Bengals fans want a fair fight with Joe Burrow, but I'm talking about the whole team. Like the amount of injuries the 49ers had across the board, it's been insane. So, you saw last week, Purdy kept them in the game. They had chances to win. I don't know if Stafford will do the same here. So at this number, Chad, if we're thinking Purdy's out, 5.5, I'll take it for now. It's just a number I'm betting that if Purdy is out, this will be in every parlay, all the teasers, everything's going to be tied to this Rams team. So I easily see this getting up to 6.5 if it is indeed a Mac Jones start here. So wanted to be on the 49ers here. This was going to be a 49ers line and spot, but now with all the injury stuff, it's just – I'm on Rams, or I'll just stay away completely in this game.
Yeah, what's interesting is the 3.5 up to 5.5. That doesn't seem like enough of a move for going from Brock Purdy to Kyle Shanahan. And by the way, from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones. And by the way, Mac Jones is injured too. Like he's got a bum knee right now. Do you know who the third string quarterback is for the San Francisco 49ers?
I do, but now I can't remember on top of my head.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Adrian Martinez. Adrian Martinez, you might remember, was a quarterback who never quite got Nebraska over the hump.
Nebraska, yes, I do remember him.
And then he went to Kansas State, and then he was undrafted in 2023. And right now his claim to fame is that he was the UFL MVP in 2024. So tell me, with Brock Purdy injured and Mac Jones nursing a bad knee, how is it only 5.5?
I hope it stays Mac Jones. I don't want that kid coming in, Chad, because I do remember him from college, and he is very, 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 very Colin Kaepernick light. Like he's that type of running style quarterback that like I could see Kyle using him in the same way that, Harbaugh back in the day used to use Kaepernick. Yeah, that's an interesting play because I did not know. I didn't know it was him. I thought it was some other veteran as their third string. So yeah, I'm on the same boat where I hope it's Mac Jones, and obviously I'm not going to be scared off if it is this kid coming in. But I can squint my eyes enough to see in his first start, like we always say, with no tape, that could be a sneaky spot play for them. But I think you're right. I think they're going to still go with Mac Jones even if he's banged up. Kyle just likes the veteran quarterback, and I got to run his system. So, like you said, he's got a little injury himself. This number's going up. Like I'm looking at a couple of public books right now, 5.5. I think that's very, very, very true what Chad's saying here, that the number probably hasn't moved enough, and maybe we are getting good value here as long as it's below 6.
New England at Buffalo, Sunday Night Football. Buffalo currently an 8-point favorite. It moved from 7.5 to 8. This is one of those where I want to back Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, both of these defenses are terrible. Like, we can say anything we want about Vrabel and this defense, maybe getting better, or, look what they did against the Panthers or whatever. But their coverage defense is truly awful. Buffalo is 29th. Buffalo is 20th. Pats are 29th according to PFF. The Bills' run defense, that's Pro Football Focus. The Bills' run defense is 29th. Pats are 22nd. Every week I ask this question. Are we ready to commit to Drake May in a game that could potentially be a shootout at what is now a big number?
Yeah, and how can you not be super excited if you're a Patriots fan about Drake May, right? He's been really, played really well this season. He's beat up on bad teams, which is you want your good quarterback to do. And I look at this Patriots team as they're still 6-7 players away from being actually good. Like well,
that's nothing. 6 or 7 players. That's nothing.
Yeah, it just feels like they have so many holes still. And like you said, defensively, it just feels like they have so much stuff to work through. So I wanted to be on the Bills. I could not believe I have to check. Yeah, it's still 50. It was 50.5, this total of this game. That was crazy. I know the Bills defense is bad right now, and Drake May is moving the ball downfield. I could not believe when I saw that total. That is a classic Sunday night under bet for your boy Simon here. So I'll be interested to see if that number comes down. The professionals hit this under on the 50.5 because that just feels totally inflated because it's a Sunday night game. And the thing what you said is so true. That what's scaring us off is the Bills defense, man. It's really bad, and they got major problems. But I think this is by far the toughest defense this season that Drake May's faced. You expect them to give him some problems to be able to attack it. And, you've seen Josh Allen, these exact games show up usually, especially after last week, that he just did not look right. And they still almost covered that game against the Saints, even on a bad day for Josh Allen. So, yeah, this is going to be very public, very square, this Patriots side. I think they'll be one of the more big public dogs of the week just because this Bills defense has looked so bad. And in people's minds, this is going to be an open backdoor opportunity for Drake May. So I'll be patient, wait. I mean, there's 7.5 right now at Hard Rock. Can we get to 7? Can this be bet down more? Because to me, it just feels like the money will just keep coming on this Patriots team just because of the hook with that 7.5 or the 8.5. Like the public is going to like that number. So another game I do want to be on the Bills, but it's Tuesday. I'll be patient. Hopefully get a better number.
You and I could not be in more agreement on that game.
Okay.
I'm super glad about that. I'd like to know if we're in agreement on this last game. Monday Night Football. Kansas City visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are currently 3.5-point underdogs. Simon. Chad loves the Jacksonville Jaguars.
God damn it.
Look, if it was 2.5, I'd probably say we take Mahomes. But it's getting harder and harder to ignore the Jags. And not because of Trevor Lawrence, who we both agree is probably the worst thing about this team right now. Their run blocking and their pass blocking, elite, amongst the top ranked by Pro Football Focus. The defense is not only creating multiple turnovers a game, which is, part luck, so that could regress. 4th overall. to me, could a revived run game, and clearly their running game has been better with Travis Etienne the past couple of weeks, could they control a little bit of the Trevor Lawrence volatility against a run defense that is ranked 30th? And then I think, like, emotionally, are they emboldened by what happened in San Francisco? That was a game that 2 weeks earlier against the Bengals, they throw away. They came out, they made the right plays, they forced the fumble for Brock Purdy to clinch it. Liam Cohn goes after Robert Saleh after the game, like, shows some fight, gives this team some personality. Plus, it's the right spot for the Jags. You're getting the hook at home. Why did you say, oh no, or God damn it, when I said I love this? Because you love it too.
We're in the trust tree, right?
Yeah.
Did you bet the Chiefs last week against the Ravens? Did you put actual money on the Chiefs last week?
No.
I didn't think you did. So you just don't trust this Chiefs team. And even though I told you it was my biggest bet, loved it, told you that it was the spot of spots for the Chiefs, you still doubted it all week. And even on Sunday, you didn't put a single dollar on it. So
not a dollar.
I think you're just too out on this Chiefs team, and you're just totally blind spot here where it's Trevor Lawrence going against a Spags defense. Isn't that the biggest red flag in the world to you, that you just said he's been bad? I'm trying to go through his numbers here because, like, I know they won that game. I did think it was because Purdy just putting his team in bad positions, which Mahomes won't do. And you do have a Trevor Lawrence again. It's a solid defense. I expected him to do bad. He was 21 of 31 for 174 yards and 1 touchdown. And, again, not terrible, but he definitely wasn't the reason they beat that 49ers team, right? It was the ETN who was averaging 6.5 yards per carry. So I think you're right. Maybe I'm undervaluing this Jags offensive run scheme that has been so great at not making you realize how bad Trevor Lawrence is and kind of hiding his weaknesses. And on the flip side, their defense, they do have a pretty good rush. They are better than they've been in the past defensively, but I can't help but worry about a Jags team that they beat the Panthers week 1. They lost to a backup in week 2 against Cincinnati, barely beat Houston 17-10 on a fluky game we both agree they probably shouldn't have won, and then beat a 49ers team that is just decimated by injury. Now they're going against a Chiefs team that looked to me like they turned that page, that was a springboard game where they had Worthy back. Their offense was clicking. You saw defensively they got confidence back. So to me, it's just about the number. If you want to take the Jags at 3.5, I agree with you. Historically, going against Mahomes, this is a good number. I am just terrified of this spot, and I totally want to fade this Jaguars team that's 3-1. This just feels like Monday night game. Jags down 30-7 entering the third quarter. Just total train wreck by Trevor Lawrence, who threw 3 picks. Like, I cannot believe you love this game. You're out of your mind making this your favorite bet.
Well, look, I really wanted it to be the Jets, but
yeah, we got to lock in the Jags, and we have to play in our contest because you're a psycho.
I'm a total psycho, and I
can't believe you didn't love the Chiefs last week. You're missing it.
I know. And you know what? I honestly felt so sick to my stomach that whole Sunday afternoon. I'm like, are you freaking
Don't
kidding
doubt
me?
the champs, man. The Chiefs. It's still the Chiefs. It's still got Spags, still got Mahomes, still got Andy. I get it. They look so bad, but, man, I can't believe we're back in Jags 3.5. But I see where you're coming from. This is a good number. Jags have been playing well. Maybe I'm being too disrespectful to them, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, my God. I'm getting – the Chiefs right now, a couple books have them at 3, and I was like, that's the alarm bells going off because Chad's right. The professionals are coming on this Jag side. They're moving this number down to 3. So, again, I'm not trying to give you too much shit. I think your read is right here. From my standpoint, I'm just like, oh, my God, is this not a terrible spot? The Jags history, they always get rolled in this game where we all start believing, start drinking the Kool-Aid. In come the Chiefs, the same old Chiefs who they just wear you out with that defense, man. They're just Spags. It's just crazy how good. Because they look so lost early in the year. It's crazy how now, 4 weeks in, it seems like they've turned it around. And like I said, are we overrating this Jaguars team who've played a very soft schedule to start the year?